It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. Was under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? The season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Pierce now up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Texans at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Prescott on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming up a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Stroud's throw complete there to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now come the Cowboys. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott. That escapes the sack. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down, Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
4 yards. First down, Dallas.
And again, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Texans' 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he reached...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And now out comes Houston. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Stroud. Caught left side by Mechie. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Gould is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott now. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Get it!
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Stroud off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Got it. Ready? Six the Eagle. Six the Eagle.
Final play of the half. Stroud. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Stroud. This is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I would guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do that.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to blocking?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A loss of 6. Brings up second and 6.
On second down, here's Pierce. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. His throw here's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Stroud sets up the play action. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That's caught out wide by Cooks. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Prescott now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his clock? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game.
Under a heavy ride. rush, and down he goes. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Give to Pierce. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready, set.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So, Ron, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Left side to Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Throwing. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw again. Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And just shedding him off there. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Stroud now on second down. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Prescott. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Stroud and the Texans down 17-16, a minute 4 on the clock. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Swift. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now Stroud. Right side, complete to Mechie. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A 38-yard attempt.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
Here's 1st down.
One last shot now for Prescott.